Yes. So from today, I'm going to start with the state board psychology. It's a 11th standard state board, Maharashtra state board. So what psychology I'm going to teach you, that will be the Maharashtra state board. Yeah, that will be the Maharashtra state board. So I want everyone to focus on me, what I am going to say, which will really help to the person. Okay, let's start. So first, the chapter number 1, you can also see it. The name of the chapter is the story of psychology, which means we are going to understand the past of this subject, how this subject has came in this world. Little bit past the story of a psychology, we will going to learn that. Okay, so let's start. The first is introduction. We will learn in this topic history of psychology, what is behavior, study of cognition, psychology, and the goals of psychology we are going to learn. Okay, very simple. Simply I will explain you exactly what is psychology and what are the things are there. Okay, so let's start. Here they are talking about the introduction. Okay, so although psychology is new for us in terms of study, we are aware of this subject from our childhood because we have been observing different forms of emotion, behavior, moods of human beings. Okay, so this subject is totally new for us, which means you had from school section to in school subjects there was no psychology subject you had, but in the 11th standard you had a psychology subject, you had chosen this subject. But why you are not able to choose this subject? This subject was not there in the school section, but you had heard these words, the psychology. Okay, and we have been observing from our childhood, like you had been observing childhood, why the person, emotions of the person, why the person is happy, sad, angry, what is the feeling, what is the behavior of the person, you all are observing from your childhood. And human behavior is full of diversity. Human behavior is diverse. My behavior, and if you see in your wherever you are sitting, okay, in the room, each and every one behavior is a different. So diversity amazes us. So this diversity excites us, amazing. When we open a daily newspaper or watch a news or a TV, so when you open a daily newspaper or watch a movie or TV, or when you open a social media, there are different aspects of, we see the different aspects of human behavior. So you will see the various aspects of a human behavior. Okay, the various aspects of a human behavior you will see over there. Okay, now some examples are given in the following picture. So if you want to see the each and every person behavior, even in social media, you can see how the different person is behaving in that way. Even in your age group also, you all are the same age group, but the each and every one behavior is different. When you are in the classroom, your behavior is different, but the same lecture your behavior will be different, right? So human is at a very diverse. So in the following picture you can see some news are written over here. I'm not going to read that directly, the same news are written over here. Okay, so the first, if you see the spontaneous blood donation by youth for passenger injured in a bus accident. So here first newspaper headline is saying that the young person is giving a blood, donating the blood to the people who are injured in the bus accident. Third one, man killed his own brother due to property dispute. Third behavior is saying that why the man has killed his own brother due to the personal issue. And the fifth, officer is arrested because he was taking a bribe. So this, if you read this, ninth thing, you will understand that in all the news it shows the behavior. Like right now also you are watching this video, so your behavior is can be studied and my behavior can be studied, right? So this newspaper also shows the behavior. So here the activity 1 is given: what type of emotions and human nature is expressed through above news. So now activity 1 we all had to do: what type of emotions and human nature is expressed through above news. Okay, so we need to say that what type of emotions and human nature is expressed through above news. So if I take the example of the third one, the man killed his own brother due to property dispute. What kind of emotion? It will be the anger emotion. And apart from the above news, what type of news you read in the newspaper or city? So now you have to say that what type of news you like to read. I like to read the news of a crime. I'm very interested in that. Okay, so this and third question is that what could be the possible reason for such behavior? Just think about this. The third one only: man killed his own brother due to property dispute. What could be the reason behind it? Possible reason. The possible reason is that that person was a greedy person. That's why he had killed. Okay, so here they are saying that when we observe people around us, okay, when we observe people around us, we realize that some individuals do not lose their courage and overcome difficulties. So when you look the people in your family or around us in your school, college, wherever, you will see that there will be some people who are very confident. They are not losing their courage, and they easily overcome their difficulties situation. Okay, so difficult situation like you are having examination time, you will be worried, but some people are very easily overcome their difficult situation. On the other hand, some commit suicide due to some minor failure. Okay, on the other hand, some are committing suicide. Okay, some commit suicide due to some minor failure. So one side there is some strong people, they easily overcome difficulties, and on the other side some people are not. I can give you the one example to understand this. If you think as a student, um, whenever the whenever in the student life, uh, most of the difficulty all the students are facing during the examination time, but if you see some students, they are very happy. Why? Because they had completed their work, and because of that they are happy. So that's why the some people, or the another example you can see, if 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 uh, if you see when the students are not doing a homework. Okay, when the students are not doing homework, so they will feel very worried. Okay, that will be the difficult situation to interact with the teacher. And the another example is that uh, whenever you are absent in the classroom. Okay, whenever you are absent in the classroom, so that time also there is a problem. Okay, now so so on the other hand some commit a suicide for some minor failure. Some do not hesitate to harm others for their motives, while some sacrifice their life for others. So here they are saying that one side the people are sacrificing their life for other people, which means you can see the army man. Okay, army people, they are sacrificing their life, and some other people are harming others, harming others, harming others very easily, like terrorists and all, even the normal citizen. Okay, and then we have seen diversity of human behavior through the above example. So we can say that, see, the from the newspaper only, from the social media also, if you observe in your home also, Each and every people are very different. Their behavior, habit, taste are totally different. But we are not observing that. Okay. So why is human behavior is so diverse? The question is that why this human behavior is so diverse. Even if you see the identical twins, so those identical twins are also, that behavior will be different. What type of circumstances lead to this behavior? The questions like why the human behavior is different, so diverse, what condition makes those behavior, okay, this behavior. Psychology help us to understand these aspects of human behavior. Okay. Psychology help us to understand these aspects of psychology help us to understand these aspects of human behavior. Okay. So psychology help us to understand these aspects of human behavior. Okay. So psychology help us to understand these aspects of human behavior. Okay. So we are going to learn that. And now the 1.2, which is the history of psychology. So now we are going to focus on the past of a psychology. What are the history? What are the history? How this subject has emerged in the on this planet? How this subject has emerged on this planet, that we are going to learn now. Okay. Psychology is a vast field. Psychology is a vast field studying behavioral aspects of mankind. Okay. Psychology is a vast field studying behavioral aspects of a mankind, and this make it difficult to define psychology precisely in concrete terms. Okay. So psychology is a vast field studying behavioral aspects of mankind. So this psychology is a vast field. This field is totally vast, which studies the behavioral aspects of human mankind, which studies the human behavioral aspects, and it is the vast field. And this makes it difficult to define psychology precisely and in concrete terms. So this makes the psychology subjects to define very difficulty. So psychology did not emerge directly as a science. It started, so psychology subject is a vast field first, and this subject not directly came as a psychology. It was a part of a philosophy. It was a part. Okay. It is a it is a part, and it is a branch of philosophy, and it evolved as a separate branch later 19th century. It evolved as a separate branch. Okay. It evolved as a separate branch later 19th century. Okay. So it evolved as a separate branch. So we can say that psychology is not emerged directly as a science. Like presently, if you see the psychiatrist and psychologist are work under the science section, but this subject was not a science. This subject was a branch of philosophy before. Okay. And then later on it is evolved, and it is separated the branch in the 19th century. Clear? And then next it is written the Plato is a philosopher, and John Locke is also a philosopher. You can see the name, the Plato is this, and John Locke. So Plato believed that knowledge is innate. Okay. What is mean innate? Innate means he believed that knowledge of a person is from birth. Whatever knowledge you have and I have, that knowledge is we are possessing from birth, childhood. Whereas the John Locke thought that each child is born as an empty slate, and the knowledge is primarily acquired through learning experience. So John Locke 1.2 figure, he is saying that knowledge is not innate. A child is born with an empty mind, and whatever he is experiencing, whatever he is learning from this world. Okay. So slowly he is possessing a knowledge. Okay. He is possessing a knowledge. Clear? So the Plato one side he is saying that Plato believed that knowledge is innate, okay, and then John Locke believed that the child is the child is empty slate. You can see you and me, like uh, I will. I have a strong opinion to believe on John Locke because I don't think so. I became a teacher here and I'm teaching you. When I was in school, I don't have that much knowledge. So which means that whatever knowledge we are getting, we are experiencing from this world and we are possessing those knowledge. So here the Plato is saying that the knowledge is innate. Definitely no. Okay. And here the science of soul. Okay, the science of soul. The first attempt to define. So the first attempt to define the psychology was made on the basis of terminology. So slowly, some psychologists, some people, they had attempted to define this subject, and they define that on the basis of their term. Term means on the basis of the word they started to define. So this word is a Greek word, psychology. The word psychology, the psych means soul or mind, and the logos means study. So which means that in psychology, before in the earlier time, it was believed that psychology is a subject of studying the soul and the mind. Soul, which means your inside. So in psychology subject, we are studying about the soul and mind. Okay, and thus thus psychology was meant to be science or branch of knowledge that will this and and at that time the psychology believes to be a science because it studies about the soul and mind. That's why it is called a science. And but later the psychologists were not satisfied with their definition. So there were psychologists were not satisfied with this definition. This definition means how the psychology can be studied the soul and mind. Why? To them, soul was a difficult to study as it could be neither visualized or could be described in a concrete term. So psychologists rejected this definition because the soul cannot be visualized or cannot be feel or cannot be concrete term. We cannot touch or feel. Okay, we cannot see also. So that's why the psychologists had rejected those definition. They were not accepting this definition that psychology is a study of soul and mind. Just imagine for a minute how I can study your soul, how I can study your mind. Can you tell me where is your soul, where is mind? It's impossible. So the psychology says that only. Okay, both soul and mind are abstract concept. So both the soul and mind are abstract concept, which means which we cannot see, just we can visualize it, which we cannot visualize, we can imagine only. So rational science established their facts. Rational science established their facts from observation and experimentation. If you see in the science subject, whatever facts and whatever studies which are happening in the science subject, it is happening on the basis of experiment or the operation or the observation. So if psychology is a science, it must be observation, it must be experimentation. Okay, so however neither soul nor mind can be experimented or observed. Okay, and we cannot see or touch them. We can't describe its nature, nor can we say where it exists. Therefore the definition of psychology was modified. So here they are saying that if the psychology is a science subject, so the psychology study should be experimentation on the basis of observation. But here we cannot, it's the soul and mind we cannot see only. So how we can do the experiment? We cannot see the soul. Can anyone tell me, whenever you are looking at the mirror you can see your soul? No. If you can see your soul, then we can say it is a science, but here we cannot do experiment. So those definition was changed, those definition was modified. Okay, so activity 2 is given. Do you agree with the definition of psychology as the science which deals with the soul? If yes, why? If no, why? So I can give you the answer. Yes, definitely I am not agree with it because the soul and mind cannot see and cannot feel also. We cannot see and we cannot touch. So that's why this definition is totally wrong. Okay, even we cannot see the mind also. There are many researchers or many doctors had uh, attempted to find the mind where is exactly they had opened the head also, but then also they didn't found. So which means that this definition was not appropriate. Okay, so activity 3 you can do now, the study of consciousness. In the late 19th century, German physician German physician or a philosopher William Wundt establishes the first psychological laboratory at Leipzig University in 1879 to study human behavior. So the first what happened, the study of conscious, we will see. First of all, we need to understand the word conscious. Conscious means what? We need to understand that. Conscious means how much conscious you are, how much you are aware about it. Presently you are conscious that you are learning, you are watching my video, right? So here in psychology, the study of consciousness has started first. So in 1879, what happened? There was a general physician and philosopher, the name the William Wundt. He establishes a laboratory at Leipzig University in Germany to study the human behavior. Okay, the term conscious experience refer to the awareness of. So this conscious experience refer to the awareness of mental activities of an organism. Like this term, the conscious experience. If I say, what is my conscious experience and what is your conscious experience? So my conscious experience is that I am aware, like right now I am teaching you psychology, and your conscious experience, you are aware that you are sitting somewhere around or you are walking, you have a mobile phone, you have any device and you are watching this video. So that is a conscious experience of the mental activities of any organism. The awareness includes the the awareness. So how this awareness, whatever stored mental impression of a representation of the past, present and future. Okay, so how we know about all this? Like right now I am teaching you, right now you are sitting, or right, or the future you will take those decisions. In the past I will take already taken that decision. It is stored somewhere around, okay, in our mind. Okay, and he conducted experiment on reaction time. Who conducted? He conducted experiment on reaction time, perception and consciousness, etc. Okay, so he conducted experiment on reaction time, perception and consciousness. Clear? So he conducted, so William Wood conducted a experiment on reaction time, perception, consciousness, etc. Okay, so uh, he conducted the this experiment on reaction time. Okay, experiment on reaction time, perception and consciousness. Clear? Okay, so after that psychology emerged as a science. After that the psychology emerged as a science. Okay, who conducted? The William Wood conducted the experiment also. So its study of consciousness is nothing but it is about to understanding the person mental awareness about himself or present or past. Clear? And it was there was a person, William Wood, who establishes the psychological laboratory at Germany, 1879. Okay, so the information is given about the William Wood. So study of unconsciousness. Dr. Singh, now the unconscious. The word I want to say, unconscious. Conscious means you are aware. Unconscious means inside. Like sometimes people are not aware about that unconscious level. Like you had to use this word. What is conscious? What is unconscious? So in psychology, the study of unconsciousness had started. There was one doctor, Sigmund Freud. and he was in Austria. He was from Austria. Austrian physician defined psychology as the study of unconscious. So he said that psychology is the study of unconscious. He believed that most of the people, most of the motives are hidden. He believed that your motive and my motive are hidden. The people never going to understand that motive, what motive you have, what motive I have. So there is an unconscious level of mind where we push or repress all the threatening urges and desire. So he said that there is one unconscious level in our mind where we push all the things or repress all our desire. And he stressed the importance of early childhood experience. And he stressed the importance of early childhood experience and believed that. And he stressed the importance of early childhood experience and believed that personality personality is formed in the belief the personality is formed in the first 5 years of life. Okay, so he stressed the importance of early childhood experience, and he said that personality is believed for the first one, like whatever personality you have and I have. So our personality, like whatever my personality is there, whatever your personality you have, any person, your mother personality, so those present personality is actually formed in the first 5 years of your child, when you were very small, when you were in junior KG. So whatever personality you have, so the same, but he believed that Dr. Sigmund Freud is saying whatever personality you and any person have, like some people are very mischievous, some people are very quiet, so that personality is formed at the five within the 5 years of age. If there are any major psychological problems seen in the personal life, it has roots in the early of life. So he said that whatever psychological problem, if you see any person, like that person is having a aggression problem, that person is having a that person is quiet, that person is angry, that person is quiet, that person is dancing, whatever kind of psychological problem if you see on any person, so that psychological problem is developed on the earlier age of years. Clear? Okay, so here's the Sigmund Freud, you can see. I'm stopping here, and in the next video we'll continue later. So till now we have understood about the story of psychology. The history of psychology, study of consciousness and study of unconscious. In study of conscious, we had seen that uh, in Leipzig University, William Wood had established a laboratory and he started doing the consciousness. And Sigmund Freud is talking about all the behavior of hidden motives and whatever person psychological problems have. That psychological problem is developed in the earlier age of years. Okay, and psychology is defined on the basis of that word. And then soul and mind was rejected by the psychologist because soul and mind cannot be seen. Okay.